Hey guys, so gonna make another video. I know you say this all the fucking time. Hopefully this one's gonna be a little bit shorter though. I've got something hanging. Sorry, just fucking hair in the way or something. But anyways, I'm just gonna, I guess, kind of get to the point on this one and hopefully keep it kind of simple. Because it's gonna be like an advice video, right? Basically, I don't know what I'll title it yet, but something along these lines. What not to do when going and filling out an application and looking for like a place to rent, right? Um, so I don't know how other renters are necessarily. I've always heard horror stories and stuff like that. But a lot of times come to find out how they're letting people move in, I mean, paying till later, yada, yada, that type of shit. It's like just recipe for disaster, right? With me, like I say, we got a kind of strenuous application, everything like that, just because we want everything to be clean and good, right? Well, we had some people come over today, right? And, I didn't like them all right and everything, right? But they just done a lot of like little stupid things that were just huge red flags for me, and three in particular, right? And that being said, even despite these, they're probably still runners up, but they're not going to be my main choice so far. I'm recording this on Monday night. We still have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we still have like 4 days that we're going to be showing the trailer and stuff before we do decide. But this is basically why, I mean, unless the other people decide they don't want it or whatever so far anyways, or something happens, whatever. This is why these people came in second, why they're not going to get it, right? And it took me a little while, just kind of reflection on it, because I wanted to make this here. I wanted to kind of make a video to help anybody out. It's like going to be going, right? And like looking for a place, right? Because what we do is people come and view it, and we give them the application. They can fill it out here, or they take it with them and then get it back to us if they want to, right? Which typically people want to fill it out there. They don't want to get it back to us, because if they say they're going to get it back to us, typically they don't, right? Also, if you keep fucking up your time frame and stuff like that, that's a red flag. This didn't happen with these people. They did show up on time. It's great. But or if you don't read, because posted on Facebook, if you don't read the full fucking post where it says no animals or no pets, no exceptions, you know what I'm saying? Which I know may come as a shock. We've got pets and stuff around here, but we've also got a goddamn farm, y'all. And that being said, like, the way that I look at it, and I've told everybody this, and this is going to sound bad, I know, but it's the way I view it. It's like, if I want a cheeseburger cooked exactly perfectly how I want it, I would go and buy the ingredients and make it myself. If I go to fucking McDonald's, I'm just going to kind of get what I fucking get. They leave the pickles on it, take them off. You know what I'm saying? Just deal with it, right? Which I know a lot of people don't share that mindset, and that's fine. I mean, seriously. But that's just me. Like I say, this here's our shit, right? Like talking about the rent stuff. So we're way to word it there, I know. But had a lot of people was like, yeah, I want to move in, da 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 da, but we have animals, or we got the breeze coming. It's probably going to rain again. It's been raining off and on today, but I think pets is one of the biggest fucking things, right? Like, for people is what I've come to realize. Also, a lot of people's like, well, I can get you the money, but it's going to be next week, or wanting to pay in installments or whatever the fuck on some stuff. It's like, bro, it's $675 deposit and $675 first month's rent whenever you move in. So it's like, if you ain't got like, it's gonna sound bad, but if you ain't got like $1,350 saved up, you're probably not ready to move in, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, out, right? Because that being said, around here, this is the cheapest place that we have seen online posted. The next cheapest $750. So, point is though, which I know some people's offered, yeah, I don't mind paying extra, but it's all about a time thing because I'm going to be going in and doing all the work myself. So it's like, it's going to be an extra bunch of work whenever somebody moves out to go clean, because we had to clean after this one here where we got it out of. They had pets in it and they fucked everything up. You know what I'm saying? Which I know a lot of people's going to have a lot nicer things. I love cats to fucking death. I mean, I fed one a goddamn uh, uh, dumb sucker today. It's like a parking lot cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's all I had on me at the time, but it's like I made a point. I seen it. I backed up and I talked to it for a minute. And you know what I'm saying? Uh, but like I say, this is my job, so it's like I'm not gonna let people have animals kind of fuck it up, right? So speaking of animals, here comes Buddy the donkey waltzing down here. There's a field right there. If I've never made that clear, or if you haven't seen the other videos, but anyways, these people, they showed up on time, which is great. I mean, giant green flag there. Most people are late, they cancel, they no show, so on and so forth. Time fucking wasters. So those are always big red flags, right? But you know, if you're a little late, like I get it, you know, we run late sometimes, you know, I get it. They're like those people from, you know, a couple towns away, the ones that we do like, they were a little bit late, but they were having to drive like an hour to close to an hour and a half here, you know what I'm saying? In the pouring fucking rain. Totally understandable, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, these people here, the ones that's like giant red flags, they brought over a guy with them who's just some complete fucking rando, just to kind of like hang out and walk around, look at with him. They made it a point to be like, oh, he's not going to be living here, but it's like, well, how do I know that? You know what I'm saying? So don't bring your buddies with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they're like a fucking I would understand it if you brought your buddy with you. If you're like a single woman or something, going to go check it out, and it's kind of like, you never know about motherfuckers, because we do use fake names and stuff on Facebook. That's, you know what I'm saying? So like, the, it would make sense if it was something like that. But it was a couple, young couple, and they just brought their buddy. He's just one of those kind of like big beard, big belly, bumbling around guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep your fucking weirdo, goofy buddy in the fucking car at least. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. So that was a giant red flag. And like I say, if he'd sit in the car, I get it. They're just riding around, hanging out, fucking. I mean, I don't even know who this guy fucking was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hell, he walked in, checked it all out, like he was gonna be fucking renting a place too. Like, he may not be living there, but what if he's spending the night all the fucking time? I mean, that's kind of same as, right? We seriously getting some fucking rain coming in. But anyways, that's a huge red flag. Then also the other thing, they popped it to us in person. Even though, again, the post says no pets, no exceptions, right? And it wasn't mentioned in kind of their, because my wife deals with talking to people online and stuff with it, right? But, excuse me, but anywho, it's like, well, what if we have like one cat and everything like that? It's like, no. You know what I'm saying? My wife talked to him about that because I was like fucking with something else at the time. And it was just kind of like I guess a little bit more like a chill, let down thing that she did, because she's super nice about stuff like that. But it's like, no, I don't even want any fucking pet rocks in there, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just for the principle, right? Which I'm joking there. But point is, though, is like, no, I'm not going to allow any fucking pets in here. You know what I'm saying? Then the other giant red flag was like, we ask information about where they're living at currently. And of course, him and his girlfriend, again, he's 20, she's 18, right? Is living in his parents' house, right? Now his parents are renting as well. And it's like, well, the guy's name's Alan. Well, is that first name or last name? I don't fucking know. But they tried calling and getting that information and they couldn't get it. Because I guess their dad or his dad fucks with everything. It's like, I get it. He said that he's going to message us later and let us know the information and about it. Because I'm going to call. I mean, that's what. I mean, call me an asshole, but it's like I'm going to call because they put down their places of employment and their phone number and who they're renting off of and their phone number, and I'm going to call, right? Well, like I say, left who they're renting off of and stuff, you know. But it's like, I know it's the dad, but they're living there with them. So I want to know what kind of shit they got going on, right? It's like, messages later, it's like, well, I don't have his information, but but here's my dad's number and everything, and you can call him and he can tell you if it's. I don't want to talk to your fucking dad. Like, I don't want. I mean, yes, I know grandmas and shit's gonna fucking talk you up and make you sound like you're the smartest, bestest, coolest thing that's ever fucking happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk to your dad. I want to talk to you fucking. I want to know what kind of fucking dog shit you got fucking going on. You know what I'm saying? Uh, there were some other little things here and there. But it's like, those were the three biggies. So don't bring anybody who's not going to be fucking living there with you to go check out the place unless you're like a single woman and you want like some protection because you never know who the fuck is going to be there. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, also, uh, it says no pets, no pets. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even do another pet for an extra 1,000 a fucking month because it's just, I mean, I probably would then. But you know what I'm saying? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good your pet is. Everybody says their pet's the most wonderful thing and housebroken and yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? How one woman, like say, wanting to put in a fence for a dog, kind of like, no, not having any fucking yard dogs. Had one guy, I mean, in this here, I wouldn't have cared about, really. He's wanting to have, like, he's got some chickens and stuff he wanted to bring, put in his yard and everything. It's like, I mean, I don't care because I know that people like keeping their fucking chickens in the house. Or at least I'd fucking hope not. But the only thing is, though, is I'm going to be putting in some other units and everything like that. So realistically, there ain't going to be a lot of yard space. And also, some other people like may not want to hear fucking chickens and roosters and shit, you know, crowing and everything and getting all over their stuff and shitting all over because there's not going to be a way for you to fucking, unless you have them like in a pen or a kennel. Then at that point, you'd have to fucking build something. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna have all that shit. But if it was just the one unit on the lot, I wouldn't care, you know. All in all, though, I mean, I did like these people, and I don't think that this guy would be living with them. I think that they just picking up their homie and was just riding around. But it's like, 'cause that's what you do whenever you're young, you know what I'm saying? I mean, whenever, like that 18 to 20, I was just always vibing with my homies and stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But leave his ass in the fucking car, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying, like, think of this as a job interview. Are you going to take your buddy in there with you uh, to fucking help you interview for fucking McDonald's? No. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and then if it's like your job application says you cannot wear fucking blue jeans, you have to wear fancy pants or whatever the fuck, right? It's like, what's in the job description? Don't be rolling up and asking, well, I mean, can I wear some blue jeans? Because, I mean, these are what I always wear and stuff. And it's like, I've just got a bunch of them. It's like, no, it's in the job description. You gotta wear your fucking fancy pants. Go buy you some fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. So there's that, you know. And then I want your landlord's fucking name and phone number. So, like I say, I mean, I got a decent network of some people. And so I'm going to call and I'll be able to figure out who it is because the majority of this, again, small town bullshit, you got about half a dozen motherfuckers that owns half of the fucking town that people rent off of. And I know, or I'm aware of a few of them, but there's a few others that I'm not. I know. Um, but I'll be able to figure it out. So there's that. Yep. I mean, that's my advice. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now, like I say, I did like them and stuff like that. But realistically, what I'm probably going to do, I mean, I'm still going to call and kind of go through the application process and stuff with them. I'm going to. This is another thing too, is you kind of have to take a leap of faith, because I do have a section on there because I want to know how much debt they're in. It's like, what kind of bullshit loans do you got taken out, right? And it's not just that. It's like, uh, like if they've got something that's like one of them, like just completely stupid ass finance companies and stuff like that, that have the crazy high interest rate, and they just give you like a few $100 or $1,000 or something like that. To me, that's a red flag, because you don't really know what the fuck to do with your money. Now, I get it, you might have fucked up at some point and you're trying to get your shit together, but it's like, yes, it's 20, bro. You still living with parents. Like, what the fuck you need a loan for? You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's going to be some situations and stuff like that, but it's like, yes, ain't got no bills, no groceries. You know, I mean, kind of rolled up in it was a nice shitter. I could appreciate it. It was a Tahoe that was flat black with fucking like dubs on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I've still got my first truck. Y'all have seen it on some videos and stuff like that. It's fucking flat black 96 Chevy, and it's got the goddamn 20-inch dubs on it too. I get it, bro. But and that's what I rolled up whenever I did my rent trailer in. You know what I'm saying? So uh, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, surely the fuck you ain't got a payment on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was like one of them old Tahoes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them. What year they started? 98, 99 to 2007 or whatever. I think it was 98 when I started them. You know, that body style with 5.3s that everybody's got that fucking go forever. They're awesome. You know what I'm saying? I like them stuff. But for sure, the guys, you ain't got a fucking payment on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Um, but if you do, I mean, it ain't the end of the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I also have a thing where it's like, I want to know how many fucking like Netflix subscriptions and stuff you got, which I know all this here is going to make me sound like an ass. Everybody hates fucking renters. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? But at the same point, this is my job. This is my business. I'm giving you a interview. Don't don't bring you fucking bumbling fucking buddy with you. You know what I'm saying? Which I know I'm just rambling. I'm just kind of finishing out a cigarette and chilling, having fun making the video. But some other things though is like I say, just says no pets. Don't press it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think what it is though is there's a lot of people I've realized as well. There's just like a lot of tire kickers. It's like they're comfortable with where they're at because the situation. But I think there's a lot of people that just like moving around. Or there's a lot of people like changes, or they just want something that's a little cheaper, maybe a little nicer. And it's like, man, you know, I'll ask about this and see if it's like a fit. It's not like I'm trying to get out of where the fuck I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like the other people's wanting to move closer to their dad because he lives in this town, not in the couple towns away, because he got dementia and shit like that. At least all this is judging by the story everybody's told me. And it's like, understandable, viable reason to want to move. You know what I'm saying? You're not tire kicking, you're actually looking for something. Also, Facebook is not the best place to advertise for this. I know that because you're people who unironically use Facebook, especially for anything more than like marketplace, are probably dumb as fuck, right? So I wanted to put an ad in the newspaper because that's how we found our place. We was going to the library and was looking in the newspapers for ads for that because they'd get like all the newspapers all the time, and they was running a daily paper there at the time. I think they just do like a few a week now or something since Rona. But anywho, so there's that. A little bit of paint chipping or something there, but yeah, there's that. But we got another interview tomorrow. They had to reschedule from today to then. They blamed it on their boss wouldn't let them take off. It's like, at least you're working, but at the same point, kind of already, and it's somebody that's got a single mom with a couple of kids. Like, are we talking one baby daddy? We talking two baby daddies? You know what I'm saying? Also two kids fitting in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they're both like the same gender, they can kind of share a bedroom. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what's their ages? Are we talking like, a 4 and a 5-year-old? Or are we talking like because my wife deals with these people. I mean, she's kind of looked some stuff up. I mean, she could probably give you the details, but it's like, is one of them like 2 and one of them's like 12? And it's like, well, at that point, 12-year-olds are going to need their own fucking room. You know what I'm saying? Because once you reach a certain age, kids need their own fucking room. I mean, I'm just going to be honest here. But yeah. Which, I mean, that's just the way shit is around here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to cram so many motherfuckers as you can in a tight place because poor life and stuff. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if my wife really want people knowing necessarily, but I mean, she had to share a room with her goddamn sister until she's fucking like 18 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe. Maybe. It's probably 18, 19. Goddamn. It's something like that. So his brother moved out, then the sister took that room, is what it is. I'm sure I'll have some more stories throughout this next little bit. We're going to be interviewing some more people. Like I say, those people that I did like, they didn't fill out a whole lot of stuff on there. They didn't provide proof of income, which nobody would think to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's on the application. It's not on the, you know what I'm saying? It's not like which I guess a lot of people, they probably have bank apps and stuff. They can just whip it up and be like, hey, yeah, here's this. And it's, you know what I'm saying? So that could have been done. I'll let people fill out the application as much as they want to fill out. And then I'll look over it later. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what parts are these people leaving blank? Like, what they, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that these people, they really did try, like the ones today, the younger couple, they really did try to get the information because they took a long fucking time. Also, they can't write worth shit, which I'm not trying to sound like a goddamn boomer, but I truly believe that I was like part of the last generation that had to write and do the penmanship and learn cursive. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. So it's like I'm not holding them against it. My handwriting, if I'm having to print, I look like fucking shit. If I'm cursive, nobody can read it because nobody can read fucking cursive, but it looks fancier than it fucking is. So I'm not gonna hate on that, but it's like another thing. Don't want to dox a lot, but this motherfucker today, name was Bruce Lee. So there's that. It's funny as fuck. I've got 3 Bruce Lee shirts. I should have wore one today. I hit him with the Fern shirt. My wife was like, "Man, you going?" I mean, that's what she said. Are you gonna hit him with the Fern shirt today? Question mark. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I told her goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to freak people out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like to ask them some questions. I like throwing in some cuss words and acting a little crazy. I know it sounds bad, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? But the reason, like, say the dad thing instead of the landlord thing kind of hit me a little bit, uh, as well, is because they would be calling the dad to try to get the information from him to give to them for this, and then dad be like, oh, "What the fuck do they want to know that for? If they need anything, just talk." You know what I'm saying? It kind of be like that ordeal, like some shit talking behind the scenes, and it's just kind of like, if you want to grow up and move out somewhat, like, you got to kind of do shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna have to do some of the digging. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm not gonna call the dad. Like I say, he's gonna say, "Yeah, my son's the best motherfucker there is," and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, we real good around here and stuff." You know what I'm saying? And another thing that's kind of a red flag, but it's like there's missing pieces to the story, so I can't say it, and I didn't see it. Dog's going crazy. Didn't see it like in real time. Was they were talking like they had lived at a place about him, and I guess his whole family. Damn, it's instructions unclear a little bit on this one, right? But lived at a place, and the sister, or they, excuse me, they lived at a place. The family did, but then because the grandma was living there, so it was like an ordeal where the family just kind of slid in where the grandma was living after she died, and it was a rent place, which the sliding into someone else's rent thing, I don't I don't fuck with that. Like, nobody's gonna slide into my rent thing and like kind of take over, right? Um, I can go a month or two without a check and be fine. Like, I'm not like, you know what I'm saying, I don't need someone else to pick up the pieces, right? So then the mom and dad, I guess, moved to another place, which is where they are at now. So then this boy had lived in that place, but then his sister moved into that place with him. Then she got pregnant, and then her baby daddy moved in, and then he moved back to his parents' house. And then he had talked about how uh, the landlord where his sister's at, foundation's falling in, uh, and AC is broken, and they put a cow field in her backyard. And okay, so I mean, I don't give a fuck about the cow field thing, but it's like, I get that ACs go out, but foundations falling in. Like, was this place already a shit house, or did you help make it a shit house? You're asking about pets, so I'm assuming that didn't help if there's like piss soaked fucking OSB or whatever the fuck would be in this place or something. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? There's just some stuff that's unclear there, that you're kind of ousting about yourself a little bit, that I'm just sussed about. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. I wouldn't say it's a red flag. I mean, it could have just been a shit house, but it's like a lot of people too, and this sounds so fucking bad. This sounds so fucking bad, but most people don't really do much better than where they came from. I'm talking about the NPCs here, right? If you're okay with living in rotten foundation and broken AC and animal piss because that's the way your family's always lived, and it's like a generational curse, right? My wife is not an NPC. Her two siblings are. Her parent, and I'm just using this as example and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, her parents had the animals in the house, had the piss, the animal piss, you know, and it's like, her sister and her brother have stinky, pissy, animal smelling houses. We do not. Now, that being said, her sister's like still a renter. Brother owns a home, so he can. I feel like if you own your own home, you do what the fuck you want to with it. But at the same point, though, it's like you're still kind of living like this. And it's like, obviously no pets and stuff like that in this place. It's our rules. But at the same point, you're okay with living in filth. Therefore, You're not going to worry about cleaning. You're not worrying about, you know what I'm saying? Like these types of things. Excuse me. Like, but then again, it's like if you're a kid, you're kind of subjected to your environment. And then sometimes you do want to do better and you want to have a nicer, cleaner place. You know what I'm saying? And that makes sense. That's what you should want and strive for. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like everybody says that, they think that, and they might do one notch better, but it's not, but it's still bottom of the fucking barrel, right? So, um, a lot of NPCs are unable to break generational curses because they're just used to it. That's how they grew up. Also, that being said, I know she's 18 and everything like that, but at the same point, is like, we don't have any information on her. They didn't put anything about her other than where she works at. And it's like, what's her background? Where'd she grow up from? Like, what's her, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's her ordeal? Why is she 18 living with the family of another guy? How long they been fucking together? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these are all things left blank. And uh, they're just questions that I have, you know? So, unless things change, like I say, and when the other people want it, and we actually get the information off of them that we need and still lacking and everything like that so far, unless we have some just like crazy cool motherfuckers come through, probably going to go with them. And these people I talked about is going to be second. I mean, they were nice, cool, answered all my questions. I told them, hey, because he like, well, we technically have 3 vehicles because we have it on our things, like 2 vehicles. Like, well, I get it. I mean, you know, we got 4 whenever we lived at our rent place. We had 3. The reason I state 2 on there is because eventually we are going to be having more units in here, and also there needs to be some type of limit here because, as I told them, I don't want people bringing their parts cars and their own personal junkyard with them and all this and that. It's like, I have my own junkyard and all this other shit, and I've got piles of scrap metal everywhere. But again, we've got room for that. That's the fucking difference. I mean, I don't necessarily care if people had their yard full of the fucking parts cars and their own little junkyard stuff, but I am the property owner. And if you're living in town, I've talked about it. I even talked about it in this last video. You know what I'm saying? That's going to go up before this one. I haven't uploaded it yet, but in the city, depending on who you are and all this other stuff, apparently, you will get called on if you've got fucking junk cars sitting everywhere and if the yard ain't kept up. And it's like, well, I mean, obviously I'm keeping up the yard and everything now since they got me with that shit one time, but it's like, that's going to come back on me. So I can't be having your fucking junkyard held up here. You know what I'm saying? So, there's that. But I guess I'm going to end the video here. This video is going to sound really pretentious, and, you know, a lot of these things, even kind of coming out of my mouth, sounds a little bit like asshole stuff. I'm really not trying to be. It's just, realistically speaking, if you go to McDonald's, it's not going to be mama's home cooking. You know what I'm saying? Just, I'm going to give more advice on how to, like, actually get a home for yourself at some point. I've talked about it before, but it's been a while, and I think, you know, we got some new people and stuff here and there watching a little bit and whatnot, so I'll do another video about that at some point in the future, because it is possible for younger people. It's definitely hard as fuck. But that being said, it beats living a life of fucking, like, because rent's only going to keep going up, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it beats living a life of never owning anything and never having anything. A lot of it's just finding a fucking place in the world that, or in this country anyways. I mean, you can go to another fucking country and fucking take $100 and live like a king, you know what I'm saying? But in this country, there's things that you can still do. Like, realistically speaking, we've got a trailer and a lot in town set up. And this is a lot of money to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Some people, it's even more money. Some people, it's nothing. But it's like, other than our time, which taking that out of the equation, because it took a lot of motherfucking time, we probably got about, close to 30 grand wrapped up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, having a livable home that you own and you can do what the fuck ever within the city limit, bullshitting you some of their rules and stuff like that. But say if it's just on the outskirts of town, then you ain't even got to fucking worry about that bullshit, right? 30 grand and you can have some homework. And this is all stuff that's like kind of been financed along the way. You know, you can buy your property, then you place, then you fix your place. And then, you know what I'm saying? You can do it in steps. So, which a lot of places won't loan you money for stuff like this, though. It's kind of like they only loan you money for the big shit. They want to lock you in for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? I'll teach all you guys that. Like I say, I want, when all these boomers are fucking like going, like, whenever they're all fucking done for finally, I want the young people to come in and fucking like run this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, be the homeowners and fucking swag it out. I mean, the Gen Xers have done fucked their lives away. They're not going to get any better or any worse. You know what I'm saying? The millennials are kind of still, too. You know what I'm saying? But for the younger motherfuckers and stuff, which you know what I'm saying? There's good and bad of every generation, but just, I want to see young people fucking succeed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you have to have a rent place for a little while as a stepping stone. That's what it should be, guys, while you're working on the fucking dream. You know what I'm saying? But there's that. So yeah, don't bring your buddies to your fucking job interview. Don't bring your buddies to your fucking rent interview. You know, it's not technically called that. That's what the fuck it is. I'm noticing their actions, how they fucking park, what they fucking drive, how they fucking walk, how they fucking talk. You know what I'm saying? Which I mean, bless the girlfriend of this guy and everything though. She was the one that was in there like stressing about the fucking application and everything. Like she was doing the heavy lifting. Like I could tell that she wanted out of the fucking parents' house. The best that I could tell, anyways. You know what I'm saying? With how hard she's working on this and everything like that. And the two goofball guys were just, I mean, because I mean the guy who's presumably going to be the only one living there, like the boyfriend and stuff. I mean, he's nice, he's chill, he's talking about some stuff, you know what I'm saying? But still another kind of big beard, big belly, goofy motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense, and it's like, well, I mean, you know, most guys are just goofy motherfuckers, but, you know what I'm saying? Help your girlfriend figure the shit out, you know what I'm saying? Make your dad give you the goddamn name of the fucking landlord, you know what I'm saying? Keep your fucking goofy ass buddy at home or in the car. You know what I'm saying? Put him on the fucking iPad if you got to. If you can't fucking just chill for 15, 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying, in the car. You know, the windows were blacked out. I would have never known he was there because they parked down there, you know what I'm saying? I park up here. I drive up to the fucking yard in the little ass car on a rainy day. And the yard's still half mud, you know what I'm saying? But it's what it is. Just some advice, and young generation, rise up. Don't be good. Non-NPCs rise up too. Young generation non-NPCs. Let's fucking do this, guys. Take it easy.